Hello. Just getting everything set up. Welcome on in. Come into my stamp room. I just need to get my iPad set up here real quick. Wait for people to join me, I hope. I have something fun I'm making today. Fun. Okay, I'm finding it on my iPad. There it is. Okay, now make sure the volume, there we go. There we go. Oops. Oops. All right. Almost got it, I think. I just want to make sure I can see people's comments if any pop up. There we go. Okay. All right. What's new with everybody? We are still in the midst of celebration. There are some things that are running out. So if there's something you want, you need to hurry and get it before it's gone. Let me turn this around for a second. This is the link to my shopping page and the hostess code for March. So if you go in and order something, be sure to put that hostess code in at checkout. There's like a little box there to put that in, because then you will get your name entered in for a giveaway from me. So don't forget to do that. I would love to be your demonstrator for Stampin' Up. And if you're ever thinking of joining, even if you just want to do it as a hobby coach, this is the most fabulous time to do it, because it's only $99 and you get like 125, is it 125 or 175? Let me look. Let's see if it's on here, because I don't know if it's on this little brochure. Anyway, it's not, but you either get, I think you get $175 worth of stuff. And yeah, you do, because it's $99. You get to pick out $175 worth of whatever you want. And then if you want this really cool bag to go with your kit, then it's like $125 or $129 to join, and you get to still pick out $175 worth of stuff. Then you just have to meet the quarterly minimums, $300, but don't forget that that's not your cost, so you'll be saving at least 20% off of that. So if you want to order just for yourself, or maybe with a couple of friends to make your quarterly minimums, that's all you have to do. Or you can just sign up, and if you don't want to continue after you initially sign up, you don't have to. No big deal, and you can come back whenever you want. So no pressure, just fun. That's all. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around so we can get going. Oops, and I wasn't concentrating on not being wiggly, so I hope I wasn't wiggly and made people dizzy. Let me get the camera up and going here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I need to figure out how to oh, maybe that's it. Nope, that's not it. How to zoom in closer. because I don't know how to do it. But at least you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So the card I'm making today is called a bridge fold. I think there's another name for it as well, but I'm calling it a bridge fold because that's what I seen it being called. And I'm using the butterfly butterfly gala paper, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous paper, and you can get it for free, I think. If it hasn't, I think it's still available, so don't wait if you want these papers. They're fabulous, and they're so pretty. And on the back side, it's all in black and white. All the patterns on the back side are in black and white, so pretty cool. So I'm using the paper. I am using, this is the stamp set that you can get that coordinates with it. I'm going to be using that greeting from that. There's also a punch. However, the punch has been on back order and it's not due in, I don't think, until later this month or next month. But there is that punch also. So right now, the bundle is unavailable for ordering. That includes the stamp set and the punch, but you can still get the stamp set, I believe, and the paper, but you gotta hurry. That paper is free with a $50 order if that is if that is your choice. There are still lots of choices in Celebration. Okay, let's get started. So I have already cut, let me get my scoreboard down. I have already cut the pieces, but I'm going to give you the dimensions real quick, okay? So the main part of your card is going to be 4 1/4 inches wide and 8 inches long. Then you're going to need, if you want to have a border or layer your pieces, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that's 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And then you're going to need your designer paper. That will be 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. That's going to layer on there. Then you're going to need 4 pieces of cardstock, and these are for all the little side pieces, and they measure 1 inch by 4 inches. And then your design paper to layer on top of that, 4 pieces at 3/4 of an inch wide by 3 3/4 inches long. And then the bridge piece, the cardstock measures 1 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then your layering piece will be 1 inch wide by 5 1/4 inches long. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is score this piece. And we're going to score at 1 1/4. I have my little notes here. 2 1/2, 5 1/2, and 6 3/4. Okay, so I'm just going to go over those one more time just to make sure they have a good score. And then you just want to fold them. I like to fold them both directions. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my bone folder and burnish them a little bit. So this card's going to stand up, and so far it's looking like that. Okay, now I've got my, per the measurements I gave you a little bit ago there, I've got my cardstock, and then this is the piece that I'm choosing to put on it from that Butterfly Gala paper. That's the back side. Isn't that pretty? Love it. So I'm just going to put some glue on there. This is Tombow Mono Adhesive Glue. Nice liquid glue. You can use whatever adhesive you want. And I would love it if you would share this video. I'm going to be sending out a couple of cards to people who share. I'll draw names for that. So if you share the video, you'll get your name in the drawing for me to send you a card. Either this one or one of the others that I have made as samples. Todd, why don't you lay down in your bed? I've got my little puppy in here with me. Okay, so now this is just going to go down in the center panel here. I love black, just pops everything, doesn't it? I love that. Okay, so there we go. Then I've got the little pieces that they're all going to go on those little panels there, and I'm going to use the opposite side of the paper. So I'm using the white with the black polka dots, and let me just put some glue on these. I'll do 2 at a time. Maybe it'll make it a little more speedy. Okay. I love polka dots. And using liquid glue gives you just that little bit of wiggle time to make sure you have it where you want it. So that is what I love about using liquid glue for this kind of stuff. Wipe my fingers off because they're starting to get a little sticky. Hey, Christine. Okay, there's 2 of them done. It is raining here. but I guess it's been snowing up the coastline from where we're at. I will be fine with it not doing that here. I grew up in a place where we got lots of snow every winter, and so I don't need the snow here. Okay, so there's those 4 pieces, and while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and glue the bridge piece. Okay. So now we'll just glue these in place on the card where they go. Gonna be so cute. I love this card. It's like I could make a whole bunch of these. And one other thing that I love about it, besides just making it, is the fact that whoever you send it to can pop this up like a little decoration on their desk or a shelf at home. It's not one that they'll probably, hopefully, that they look at and just stick away in a drawer, or worse, throw it away. But I like to think people don't throw away my handmade cards, but that's their choice. But yeah, I like that this is almost, it's like a greeting to send to them, but also a little decoration and a reminder to them that you're thinking of them, or wishing them a happy birthday or a get well, whatever the case might be. So if you haven't made this card before, I would highly recommend it. I know that it's probably been around for a while, but I just discovered it and I've been having some fun making it. Hi, Patty. Okay, so that's how easy that is. Now, you don't have to use designer paper in there. You can stamp something. And I want to make another one of these sometime in the future using this set, because I think it would be so cool stamped with this on that panel, and then on the bridge piece decorating with these 2 stamps. So yeah, this one's more of a quick and easy one. I just decided to use that designer paper because it's so gorgeous. Okay, so we have that piece done. I've already glued this. So now what you do is this is going to get glued across from here to here. And then it's your choice where you want to glue it. You can glue it at the top, you can put it in the middle, or anywhere in between. I'm going to, where do I want to glue this one? I don't want to cover up like that one butterfly right there. I think I'm going to glue it right about there. So you want to make sure that you just get your glue like about 3/4 of an inch on one end, if that makes sense, and put it where you want it. So I'm going to do right there, and it lines up all the way to the end, and I'm just going to hold it there for a few seconds so it gets stuck. It is gorgeous paper, Patty. It's It's the Butterfly Gala paper that is free with celebrations with a $50 order. And let me set that there. I'll show you real quick some of the other. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And then this is the big piece of what I'm using today. There's that one. There is that. I love all of it. This. And then that. And on the back is black and white. Everything's black and white, so you can color that. I love those diagonal stripes. Here's more that you can color if you want. That. And then the polka dots are on the back of what I'm using today. Really fun paper. Okay. So now, I think the easiest way to do the other side is to just flip it over. Oops. Get your glue on that. Like I said, do about 3/4 of an inch. Oh yeah, and I've got clothespins right here somewhere too. They certainly are. Thanks, Patty. Good idea. So there it is. And then what I like to do is just, not that, well, I'm just going to do it this way. Kind of flip it the other direction. Get it straight. And I'll hold it there for a second, and then I can see that it's over the edge just a little bit on this end, so I'm going to flip it over and trim that off just a little bit. Hey Todd, what you doing? Don't do that, please. My puppy. He's so cute. Okay. Yeah, see there's just a little bit of an edge there sticking over. So I'm going to trim that off. Okay, so there's the bridge. And then the card stands up like that. And to mail it, you just do that. And it fits into our regular cards, like a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch size card. And then when they get it, all they have to do is pop it up and stand it up. I love it. Okay, so now to decorate it. Even the decorating part of this one's going to be easy because I'm just going to punch out, let's see, which one of these butterflies do I want? I can do that one. I'll set that one aside, and then I'm going to stick this one in here too, and because I'm not sure which one I want yet. Let me see if I can even get it lined up. I cut it off a little short there. Okay. So there's 2 little butterflies. And then, ooh, I like that blue one. So I love this punch, and if you have the chance to get it when it becomes available again, I would. So it cuts out some of the butterflies on the paper, and then it cuts these out. And if you haven't seen this set before, it the butterflies are attached with the little one and the big one together, so when you put your paper in there, it cuts them both out at the same time. I love that. Okay, so there is a big butterfly and some little ones, and then I've got some cardstock here, some Whisper White, and I want to stamp out, I'm going to use this Painted Seasons, which is another set that you can get for free during celebrations, but I want to use some of the foliage on there. And let's see, what was I thinking? I'm gonna do some fun colors. I've got, that is so light. I've got Soft Seafoam, Petal Pink, and Balmy Blue. Yep, Post-it notes work. They work for a handle. Okay, so I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do this kind of ferny piece in Balmy Blue. I love it. Okay. And then I'm going to do this leaf one. Todd, are you being naughty? He's pulling the cushion out of his little bed. So let me just stamp out a couple of these because I'm not sure how many I want here. So I'll just get them stamped and then I'll have them. So I'm going to do one in the green and then one, or I did a couple in the green. I'm going to do one in this pretty petal pink color. Okay, I think that's a little bolder than I wanted it. I'm going to stamp off once and try that again. That's better. Okay. I think that's good for foliage. These new cling mounts cling really well. You have to be really careful with them when you pull them off your blocks. Okay. Now I'm just gonna cut these out real quick. There is a die set that you can get to go with this set now. It is part of the Celebrations Coordinations sets, and it's not one of the free choices, but you can purchase to go with something that you might have chose for free already, if that makes sense. So they're available for purchase, that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not going to get too crazy with the fussy cutting, but just give it a little bit of definition here. It's raining here. I hope I'm not putting anybody to sleep. I mean, it's kind of dark. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I start watching these live videos and it's so relaxing to me that I end up falling asleep, I'm sorry to say. Oops. But then I will go back and watch the replay. And I always post these, so if you fall asleep, you can go back and watch the replay. I also post them to my YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube under Janice Stamps, and it's 2 words. I have lots of crafty videos on there. And if you're into wearing hair at all, I've got wig reviews on there. I've got my stamp room on there. There's like a way back in the beginning of the videos, you can find that one, and then there's an updated one that's from a few years ago. I love this color. It's a good light green. Oh, I got a really cute box to put my Stampin' Blends in yesterday. We had to take our other dog Lacey to a vet appointment over in Corvallis, which is here in Oregon. And so I was going in the crafty stores while we were waiting. She was there most of the day having an ultrasound and stuff. And because it's at the college, this vet hospital, so they have you leave them there for the day since they are teaching while they're there. And so we had some time to run around and do a little looking here and there. And we don't have those kind of stores here where I live, so we take the opportunity when it's there. Anyway, as soon as I get done cutting these out, I'm going to show you the box I got. I actually picked out some boxes in Michael's, and I bought a couple of them, little storage boxes, because I knew one wouldn't hold them all. And then when I went into Joann's, I found one that I liked better, that I think will hold them all. I'm still collecting them, but there's not as big of a collection of Stampin' Blends as there is of Copic markers, so I'm pretty sure that all of the Stampin' Blends will fit in this box that I got. Okay, I'm just going to cut out this one last one, and I will be done with that task. Where do you live, Patty? I'm on the Oregon coast. This weather has been so weird, hasn't it, for everybody? It seems like it doesn't matter where you live, it's been either really harsh or weather that you don't typically get. And that Puxatawny Phil, he was really off, wasn't he? I saw a fun Facebook thing the other day saying that he was being sued. Okay, and if you didn't hear me mention it before, please share my video. I'm going to draw a couple names to send 2 of these cards out to people who share my video. Okay, I'm going to grab that box real quick so you can see it, and let me throw my scraps away. What I like about it is that it had a has a handle. It's a Snapware box, so that's cool because it's a brand that you can look for, maybe look it up on Google or whatever. But yeah, I like that they fit in there just perfect, and I could get I could get 2 more rows in there if I needed 2 more rows. So I was tickled with this box. Oh, New York. Cool. Thanks for sharing, Patty. Okay, so these are the other two boxes that I got. I pulled the labels off of them, darn it. But I found these at Michael's, and I did notice on the labels that it said that they hold a 6x6 pad. So they do. So these would be great little project boxes if you wanted to take some of your 6x6 paper in here and some other supplies. But I'm not sorry that I bought them, because you guys know, as stampers, we have lots of things, and I figured I can put like embellishments or whatever in one or both of these, or just simply keep one for that purpose of using it as a little project box if I want to take something somewhere. There's some of us that get together every Wednesday at Starbucks here, and we bring stuff to stamp and of course have some coffee or whatever, and we just go there and spend about an hour and take whatever we took to work on and visit and have coffee, and it's just fun. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put some of these things over here. Okay, I just need to start doing it. So I'm going to put some glue on that one, and that will get it started. Come on, glue. I don't want to get too crazy with it going over the edge, because I want this to be able to fit in the envelope. I'll let him set there, and then I will pop his wings up a little bit more. Okay, now I've still got those other pieces and another scrap piece here. I'm going to bring out that You've Been on My Mind. This set is a photopolymer set, and I saw someone, I wanted to specifically take a whiff of these stamps. There's virtually no smell. Just barely, you guys. There's just, when I hold the stamp itself up to my nose, there's really hardly any scent to it at all. And I just wanted to let you know that, because somebody was having some trouble with their photopolymer stamps. And I'm not saying that they were Stampin' Up. I have no idea where they got them from, what company it was, but that the smell was so awful on them. These do not stink like that. I'm just letting you know. Okay, I'm going to use Memento Black. I probably should have put this on my Misty, so in case it doesn't come up In fact, what I'm going to do is do that. And then I think I will set it under there just to give it a little cushion. Hey Jane, I'm making a bridge card, which is a new kind of a thing for me, and I'm having a lot of fun with these. Okay, so there we go with that. And I will just stick this back on here. So not all, Stampin' Up! Has both photopolymer and rubber stamps. So some sets are photopolymer, most of them are the cling rubber. Just as a little side note. Okay. Now I am just going to cut this out here. Managed to get it fairly straight. And then how do I want it? I'm just going to flag the end here. Don't like that. There we go. Do you guys watch Frenchie Stamps? I love to watch her. I love it when she says voila. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. I'm going to stick a little glue at this end, but I'm going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on the rest of it. I'll go ahead and put 3 because I don't want it to get limpy in the middle. Do you mean because I cut it out like that and didn't use the trimmer? I know. But hey, if it didn't work out, I could have just stamped it again and give it another try, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to put this under there like that. You've been on my mind. And then over here, I'm going to put that one. For anyone that's just joined, please share my video and I'll put your name in for a drawing. I would like to send out 2 of these cards to some folks. 1 card each to 2 people. Okay, now I've got the little butterfly. I just need to decide which one I want to do. I could do both of them, but oh, maybe no. Okay, it's going to be this little guy. I like him the best. Hey, Nikki. So there is that. I don't know if it really needs any doohickeys. What do you guys think? I brought these out because the colors I thought were pretty with this, but I don't know that it needs anything. And I'm one to embellish, but I'm just thinking this one's kind of good the way it is. I kind of like it. I don't think it needs anything. What do you guys think? It's so cute. I'm loving it. I'm going to show you the other two that I made. Thanks, Nikki. I think so too. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. And it stands up like this. I know you can't see it from the front that way, but I want you to see how it looks, how it stands up. Isn't it so cute? I love it. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one. Now, I stamped that piece. I did not use design paper. I made my own. And that's also using the Painted Seasons stamp set. And then I did use designer paper on the little strips, and I will show you that. I love this paper. Look at the mushrooms. Is that stinking cute or what? I love it. And then there is the succulents. Love that. What's on the back? That. And then on the back of this is that, which I used in the background there. This is absolutely gorgeous. The flowers, look at that. And on the back is that. And then this one. And on the back. And this paper is called Painted Seasons, which goes with this. And this comes in a bundle if you spend $100 with celebrations. But in the celebrations coordinations, they brought back just the paper so it can be purchased on its own. Okay, so now I will admit what I did here is I made a boo-boo because this was the second one I made and I cut it out too short. It's supposed to be cut at 4 1/4 and I messed up and cut it at 4. But it's really no big deal. It still folds down the same length for sending it. It's just 1/4 of an inch shorter, but I thought it turned out really cute. And it's a good one for whoever you send it to just have it sitting there so they will know that you are thinking of them. And same with this one, you've been on my mind. And then look at this one, it's totally different. And I used this set, Country Road. This is in the main catalog. Look at Pussy Willows. I grew up as a cowboy girl. And my dad was a cowboy. We always had horses. And where I lived, there was down alongside the street in areas was some ditch bank. And there was always pussy willows and little, like, I don't know if they're called bachelor buttons. I think my mom always said they were weeds, but I loved to pick them for her and to give them to her. But they were always either blue or purple. And those were always growing, and cattails, those things. And we don't really have those things here where I live on the coast, but we had all of those things where I grew up. So that is what I made this set with, and I did that with the hardwood background stamp. I just made those little boards. I thought that was so cute. I loved how that turned out. So there are the 3 that I have made so far. It's such a fun card to make, and it just squishes down like that to stick in the envelope and send. So be sure to share the video, and I'm going to send 2 of these out to 2 people who share my video. I think they're so cute. I hope you guys try making these because they're just so much fun. And they're different. That's what I like. It's just not the typical card. And if you wanted to put more of a greeting, you could always put something on the back, or like make a separate little card that opens up, you know what I'm saying, and just glue it onto the back of this. So they would have that part and then a separate little card that opens up back there, which would be plenty easy to do. I love it. Okay, you guys, thanks for joining me. Oh, so the plank one, Nikki, it's a good one, isn't it? I love it, and it's a nice rubber stamp. I love it. There's so many things you can do with that. Yep, it's a good one. All right, you guys, I will let you go and join me next week again. I try to pop on here every Friday at 2. And then I'm gonna try to start doing some evening ones as well. I just need to get busy and do it. I'm still trying to close out my my LuLaRoe business. And once I get that off my mind, I can concentrate on this. So, all right, thanks you guys. Have a great weekend ahead. See you next time. Happy stamping.